Hello, I'm Nelson Williams for GameOgre.com. As a lifelong gamer, there are certain things near and dear to what passes for my heart, and collectible card games are one of them, which is why I'm having such a tough time putting down Sword Girls, even lubricated as it is with a thick anime slime. Sword Girls is a browser game where everything is a viciously anime girl with a sword. Your character is an anime girl with a sword, your summoned minions are anime girls with swords, and your spells, guess what? Anime girls with swords. The game's name goes straight past honesty and veers into tautology. All things here are girls with swords. In Sword Girls, you pick a school, which gives you a caster character and a deck of themed cards. Only one school is made of vampires, which is pretty restrained by anime standards. There's a story that goes along with each school and the world around them, but who cares when there's sorting to do? Once you have a school, you're into the game itself. There are a bunch of things to do here. The dungeon is for fighting NPCs in a Tower of Death floor-by-floor battle. The lab is where you go to craft new cards using the spoils of your battles and random duplicate cards. Quests are special tasks you can do around the game for rewards. You can also fight against other players in PvP battles. Speaking of battles, let's get into trouble. Here's the battle screen, deep in a dungeon. This is my character, Sita Velosa, with absolutely no subtext to those chains and leather straps. She has a special power that damages enemy followers at the start of every turn. No subtext. Over here is my opponent, Windshear, who can buff up her followers every turn. Each turn you get a hand of 5 cards, so I drop 3 into the field on my side. Every card has a size, that big number, and you can only have 10 size worth of cards on the field at once. To start, I've thrown down 3 followers, my creeping battle minions. Windshear has cast 2 spells and 1 follower. It's a bad move for Windshear. My followers gang up on her loner and destroy it. When a follower goes down, you lose life equal to its size. Also, an unblocked follower can sink in their claws for size-ish damage as well, which costs Wendy 5 life total. I toss another follower on the field, and Windshear gets the hint and grows 3 meat shields. It works. Her followers chew through 3 of mine, costing me 5 life. In return, I take down 2 of her unworthy pawns, draining another 4 life. In response to that, she drops a new follower, while I prepare for a real party with 2 spells, a buff for my followers, and a damage spell to nuke down hers. Windshear wipes out everything I have, costing me 6 life thanks to the buff on my followers, but in return I do serious damage to her tough followers. This turn, I bring in 2 more followers and a buff spell. Windshear does nothing because her 2 followers fill out every inch of size she has. With the buff spell, my followers get big and nasty, knocking out Wendy's followers in one shot before screaming across the field to add some bunny girl to the cooking club banquet. I win and take home the spoils. That's right, rocks. Back in the lab, those rocks can turn into new cards for my deck. Score! That's Sword Girls in action. It's a collectible card game where all things are girls with swords. If you're into anime, this game is so kawaii desu it bleeds rice balls. If you're into dueling games, this one has a nice balance with the 4 schools and character cards. But I can see through the internet, and I know the real reason why people are picking up Sword Girls. That reason? You can play a vampire!